With 2010 rapidly coming to a close, the XFC has saved the best for last.
And that's it. It is over.
Tonight, featherweight champion Jared Card puts his belt on the line against one of his toughest opponents yet, Luis "Baboon" Palomino.
This fight is always a big fight. Any of the title defense fights, anybody can win a championship belt, but it takes a true champion to defend it.
I'm going to touch gloves. I'm going to go for his head. I'm going to try to knock him out guaranteed. And he's going to go for a shoot.
Also, XFC heavyweight star Chris "Beast Boy" Barnett squares off against Mario "Big Hurt" Rinaldi.
He's considered one of the top, MMA fighters, so me beating him, that's not doing anything but adding more to my table and stacking me up even higher.
He just doesn't have the experience that I've been in the ring and I've been on the mat with Olympians, in every aspect of MMA.
Live from the St. Pete Times Forum in Tampa, Florida, this is XFC 13, Unstoppable.
Tampa Bay, Florida's family city, but tonight it's a case of put the kids to bed, lock the door and barricade the windows because things are about to get nasty in the cage. It's XFC 13, Unstoppable. Hello everybody, I'm Michael Chavello. Fantastic to be here cage side once again in Florida for XFC 13 Unstoppable. We've got an exciting show. Let's take a look at tonight's card. We kick off in the middleweights. Joe Ray takes on Jeremy Smith. Then in the welterweight division, Ian Stevens takes on the tough Joe Hike. The first heavyweight bout of the night sees Gabe Salinas Jones take on Parker Porter. Then we move up to the business end of the card. Our female fight, Marissa Caldwell takes on the red hot Mariana Kafitz. Semi-main event, the big hurt, Mario Rinaldi takes on the beast boy Chris Barnett. And then the big one, the featherweight strap on the line. Defending champion Jared Card takes on the baboon, Luis Palomino. Joining me as always, my verbal sparring partner, Sexy Beast #1, Guy Mezger. Brother, great to be back here with you, cage side. We've got two main events here tonight. Let's take a look at the championship match for the featherweight crown. Jared Card, who beat Bruce the Noose Connors at XFC 8, defends against a man who does not know how to have a boring fight. I'm talking about the baboon, Luis Palomino.
Great fight, guys. This is probably the best matchup of the entire evening. Two equally matched guys, both exciting fighters. And I'll tell you something, they're both coming in with a lot of confidence. And I think the key to the victory in this fight is which fighter goes out and sets the precedence of how he wants the fight to go. And that's going to be the winner right there. There's going to be no surprises if that's how this fight gets going.
Okay, let's have a listen now to the wild card, Jared Card, and we'll go Dr. Doolittle and listen to the baboon.
I don't feel like I'm the one that's hunted. I feel like the one I'm out there still hunting. I still got to be hungry. You get back and think about this. You take a little bit of time off and just relax, on your accomplishments. That's when other people come and take it from you.
The guy must be good at something, because he's here holding the title in XFC, and XFC is not going to give no chump a title shot. So I'm not counting him down in anything. I did look at his record profile, and he has not faced a caliber fighter as high as me. And I wouldn't compare him to not even the last 4 guys I've faced in my last 4 fights. So I will be going home with that title.
Them's fighting words indeed from Jared Card and the baboon Luis Palomino. Now we turn our attention to the semi-main event. It has been the talk of the town here in Tampa for a very interesting reason, because someone forgot to show Chris Barnett the memo not to eat the Thanksgiving Day turkey. Yesterday, Guy, he weighed in 13 pounds over the 265 weight limit. He also fought in Singapore a few weeks ago, and he weighed a whopping 315. The big hawk Rinaldi has said that in weighing in at over 265, Barnett has shown him no respect, and Rinaldi is peeved.
Yeah, he expressed it like a gentleman, but you could tell he's upset. I don't know what's going through Chris Barnett's head. I mean, being at 320 at any point is not a healthy place for him to be. It's obviously not where he needs to be as an athlete. And I'll tell you something, he clowns around a lot like this, but that better, the clowning around stuff should be show, not what he does in here. It shows a lack of discipline on his part. And I'll tell you something, he's going against a guy who's no slouch. I mean, we're talking, this is the toughest fight of his career, and I don't know where his head is. I really don't.
Okay, folks, let's take a closer look now. The Barnett Beast Boy and the Big Hurt.
Just came back from Singapore, fighting a super heavyweight fight. I was like 320 over there. Got this fight about 3 weeks notice, got down to as much as I could, got like super dehydrated and whatnot, so had to put some back on. Started shedding the second day before, and then it got to a point to where I had a scale that said I was like 268. You know, I thought I was cool, but when I stepped on the actual digital scale, it was like, ugh, so.
Initially, I was enraged. I take this serious. It's a profession for me, so for somebody to come in that heavy at his height and his stature, it's a bit of it's going to be all work myself up and get all emotional and take it personal, but it's going to be business as usual. Go in, take him down, submit him, and go home.
Well, how about that? The biggest incarnation we have seen yet of the Beast Boy, Chris Barnett. If he walks backwards tonight, you're going to hear a beeping sound. Go, Mezga, take us through the official rules for XFC 13 Unstoppable.
All right, the rules tonight are the unified MMA rules. Most people are familiar with those. The scoring is a 10.9 must system, which people pretty much know that from boxing, but it means the winner of the round gets 10 points, the loser gets 9. You tally up the end of the thing and you find a winner. All fights are 3 5-minute rounds, except for the championship fights, which is 5 5-minute rounds, with the exception of the women's bout. Women's bouts are 3 3-minute rounds.